Last year, Alex decided to start walking every morning. Alex works a desk job, drinks too much coffee, and left his walking shoes by the door because he thought that would help. He missed one day. Nothing happened. He missed another. Still nothing. A month later, Alex couldn't remember when he stopped, only that the shoes were still there, and walking no longer felt like something he was doing. That's how most habits end, not with a decision, with silence. You've tried to change before. Not once, not twice. Enough times that the pattern feels familiar. You decide to wake up earlier. You plan to exercise. You promise yourself you'll finally be consistent. And for a few days it works. Then something small breaks it. A late night, a missed morning, a busy week. And the whole thing doesn't explode. It just stops responding. That's the part most people misunderstand, because nothing looks wrong yet. Your habits didn't fail dramatically. They faded out of awareness. And silence is not the same thing as laziness. After enough cycles like this, something worse happens. You stop blaming the plan. You stop questioning the setup. And you start blaming yourself. You think, maybe I just don't have discipline. That thought feels reasonable, almost responsible. And over time, it hardens into identity. But here's the question almost no one asks. What if discipline was never the missing piece? What if the real failure happened after the missed day? Because notice what actually changed. You didn't just miss the habit, you lost the signal. At first, you stopped doing the thing. Then you stop noticing you're not doing it. Then the idea slips out of view. No reminder, no friction, no honest mirror. There is a system-level reason this keeps happening. I'll name it later. But first, you need to see the mechanism. Here's the uncomfortable part. Effort comes and goes. Motivation fluctuates. But when there's no signal pushing back, no feedback reflecting reality, there's nothing to return to. That's why this problem hides so well. Nothing feels broken yet. Discipline applies force occasionally. Feedback applies signal continuously. One tries to push behavior forward. The other keeps behavior from disappearing at all. Most habits don't collapse because effort drops. They collapse because feedback disappears. And once that happens, everything else becomes guesswork. If that's true, this isn't a character problem. It's an attentional one. So ask yourself this. When was the last time you noticed a habit fading before it was already gone? Most people don't. Because most systems don't warn you. They don't alert you when feedback weakens. They just stop answering. And once that happens, habits don't fail. They vanish. If that's the mechanism, then effort was never going to fix it. Something else has to exist. Something whose only job is to keep feedback alive, even when motivation drops and life gets uneven. That's where the system comes in. The system is called FAST, the feedback-anchored system for tracking. FAST exists for one reason: to prevent habits from disappearing without your awareness. It's not a productivity method. It's not about optimization or self-improvement. The primary habit you build is noticing, tracking, keeping a small, honest signal alive when everything else gets messy. Because once feedback exists, avoidance stops being invisible. Picture tomorrow morning. You're brushing your teeth, half awake, autopilot. There's a small sheet on the counter. Next to each habit, there are two boxes. One means I did it. The other means I didn't. You mark one of them no matter what. That mark isn't a score, it's contact. You're not tracking performance, you're tracking presence. A check mark for doing it means the behavior is stable. A check mark for not doing it means something structural is off. Both are signals. Both mean feedback is alive. The only real failure is no mark at all. A visible no is success for the system. And when you see a streak of not doing it, the answer isn't pressure, it's adjustment. You shrink the habit until a check mark comes back, not to win, just to restore contact. Because the goal was never progress. The goal was keeping the signal alive. Fast works because it attaches feedback to moments you already can't avoid. Brushing your teeth, making coffee, sitting at your desk, getting into bed. It doesn't depend on discipline. It depends on reality continuing to answer back. That's why it uses more than one anchor, not for optimization, for redundancy. When feedback has multiple places to land, it stops disappearing when life shifts. Over time, the marks tell you the truth. Stable behavior shows up clearly. Structural problems show up just as clearly. Information, not judgment. This only works if honesty stays cheap. The moment tracking feels harder than avoidance, the system is already broken. So it stays small, brief, frictionless, and temporary. Tracking is scaffolding. Once a behavior stabilizes, it graduates. The tracker moves to what's fragile next. Fast isn't about controlling your life. It's about refusing to let things quietly slip away again. Because that's what actually killed your habits before. Not laziness. Silence. Fast makes silence visible. Tomorrow morning, you're brushing your teeth. You make one mark. And that mark means something simple and serious. I am still in contact with reality. People who keep feedback alive don't drift, not because of discipline, but because reality keeps answering them back. And when reality answers, change finally has somewhere to live.